in the book of Revelation,
Yeah.
is the writer referring to it as a particular country or a system?
It is a particular country. Okay. I'll read it for example. No, you know what I want? I want Zechariah. I think I want 2 and 6. I believe it's 2 and 6. I want that. It talks about Babylon too. Bear with me. I'm up in age. I'm just trying to find the scripture. Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 6. Watch this. It reads, Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, North America, saith the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heavens, saith the Lord. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that's you and me, that dwells with the daughter of Babylon. So Babylon is the land of the north. When you examine the northern regions, the most powerful country, in Revelation calls it Babylon the Great, is North America. It's a land first. And that system, I'm going to go back to Revelation 18 now, Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, meaning her policies. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, meaning all the nations follow America, okay? And the merchants of the earth, their companies, their corporations, are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Everybody obeys the United States of America. That's why you can never bring war crimes against the United States of America. America does what she wants. She is Babylon the Great, and her system goes worldwide.
Question now, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe the current event between Israel and Palestine is the fulfillment of prophecy?
Of course, the Bible is a true book. I don't care what nobody say. The Bible gives the history. My brothers in Islam, I always ask them, show me prophecies about our people in the Bible. Why we went into slavery? Where are we today? How are we going to be delivered? They shrugged their shoulders. Because it ain't in the Quran. I looked, it ain't in there. The Bible tells us our past, our present, and our future. Now, about Gaza, let's get it. The book of Amos. Watch this. And there are many places I could go to about it. And we've been telling brothers and sisters this for years, and everybody been giving us the finger. I could do this, right? The middle one, they've been giving us the finger, the churches especially. But when you read Amos chapter 1 and verse 6. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom. Edom is the biblical name of these so-called white people. The Arabs helped deliver us to them during the transatlantic slave trade. So let's read it again. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, those are the Arabs, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have carried away captive the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom. But I will send a fire on the wall of Gaza, which shall devour the palaces thereof. So God has judgments for, not when you read Amos 1, it goes to Syria, it goes to Gaza, it goes to Ashdod, it goes to Lebanon, it goes from nation to nation. Jeremiah 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, nation to nation to nation. There's judgments written in the Bible. The churches are not the prophets. They don't know the prophecies. They can't tell you the prophecies. We've been telling black people, hey, you better wake up. Judgment's coming. Gather yourselves together, Zephaniah 2 and 1. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desire. And it tells judgment going to be on. Let me look at it first so I don't misquote it. I'll misquote something quick. I apologize if I misquote, but that's why I got to read it. I feel more comfortable reading it. That way I know I spoke correctly. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1, about black people first. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Do you realize that in Palestine, in Israel, there's a community called Afro-Palestinians who came there around the 11th century, 12th century. It's called the African Quarter. I went there myself, so nobody don't think I'm lying. We got a video up on IUIC TV. I had to plug that. When we went to Jerusalem, we went to Israel. And there's a whole quarter of, I'd say about 500 of them. These are our people that came from West Africa. Many of them are Muslim. And they're in the African Quarter. And there's our people in Dimona, Israel, who live in Dimona, Israel. It's a desert. I went there too. You also have our people from Ethiopia. they call them the Falashas, which that's not what they call themselves. They call themselves Beta Israel. They're in Israel too. Now they're being forced to fight in this war. They say, listen, you're going to join the Israeli military, Damona and the Ethiopians, if you want to stay in this land. You're going to fight for us. And they put them on the front line to die. Now watch, I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read on. Gather yourselves together. Gather together, O nation not desired. We're not a desired people. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, meaning destruction. Before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come on you. Seek ye the Lord, all you meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment, meaning wrought his commandments. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be you shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. Here it comes. For Gaza shall be forsaken. Ashkelon at desolation. Ashkelon is another land in Israel. They shall drive out Ashdod at noonday. That's another land. The destruction is going to come at noonday. And Ekron shall be rooted up. Ekron is called Tel Mikni today.
Question, right?
Yes, sir.
I know you believe the technology that's exists today is also revelation or fulfillment of prophecy.
Yeah, in the book of Daniel, it says knowledge should be increased.
All right. The question I have for you is that why do you believe without scriptural text, right?
Without scriptural text?
Just
well, I don't know if I
explain.
can answer that one,
All
but
right,
go ahead.
Let's try. Why do you feel technology has advanced so much in like the last 50 years?
When you read Romans 9. Romans, the 9th chapter. See, I got to read it to give you my answer.
No, I understand it kind of slow. You get what I'm saying? I just need you to like, because I know your format, but for my format, it's just more a discussion. It kind of, I know you're using it to support.
Yes.
But if you could even just.
Yes, I'll just reference exactly where it is. Yeah. And I'll paraphrase it.
Thank you.
I'll do that for you.
I appreciate it.
When you read Romans 9, around verse 17, Romans 9:17, God says to Pharaoh represents Esau, Rome at this time. God says, even for the same purpose have I raised you up, that I might show my power in thee. When you examine the analogy, Pharaoh, ancient Egypt, was the most powerful nation on the planet. God wanted it that way. So when he destroyed Egypt, everybody knew it was no other nation that did it. It was God. America is the most technologically advanced nation on earth. It's the world's superpower. And they have shared their superpower, their technology, with Israel, Britain, Germany, their allies. God said, I raised them up so that I can show my power. There's no nation that's going to take out their European allies. Only Christ, God, can take them down. And he's going to do it. Black man, I got news for you. Brothers be there, we could take down America. You can't take down nothing. All America got to do to destroy is cut the water off. And we're finished. We're done. I don't care if you got your own land. Or poison the water. We're finished. We're in their land. Okay? Just like in ancient Egypt. God had to destroy Egypt to deliver us. He has to destroy this place too to deliver us.
I'm glad you touched on that.
Ain't no church talking about that.
I hear a lot of people speak about self-sufficiency. And I understand to a certain level, but not an absolute self-sufficiency. Because anytime they talk about, like, I'll grow my crops and, like, fire, they just destroy, as you said, they'll just poison it. So I'm glad that you spoke on it. We don't have a realistic approach to self-sufficiency, especially when it comes to produce.
Right.
Like, if someone's attacking you, are they just going to let you just grow produce without?
Not at all. There's a brother today, I forgot where it's at, where white people, he owns a lot of property. They started killing his cattle. It's been on the news. I just can't remember his name the second they killed his cat. You remember it? Denver, Colorado. I forgot his name. Google it if you find it. But anyway, they started killing his cattle, poisoning his grass, destroying the man. Think back Black Wall Street, Rosewood. There were many black self-sufficient communities. What did white folks do to us? Bombed us, dropped dynamite from the air. Boom, boom. How did it start? A white woman said, oh, he looked at me. He whistled at me. He raped me. And now our whole community is destroyed. But you got black people today. Economics is the way. It's the way. No, it's not.